Hey guys, I was listening to that whole incident with this poor young girl and her friends at the hotel, and I only come to one conclusion, and that's this whole thing been planned from the very beginning. They knew exactly what they were going to do with that young girl since before she went and meet them, since before she left her home and go there. It was a plot. It was planned against her. And I think the main issue there was jealousy. Because if you look at her, she's like really beautiful compared to all of them. And it's something she probably done, some kind of hatred they had against her. And they thought, you know, this is the best way to get rid of her. Maybe they did not plan to kill her at that point in time, but things escalated during the process and she ended up dying. I know all of them know exactly what happened to her because they did sit down and talk about what they're going to do after. And I think the police should take very, like really, really take their time in investigating this and make sure that these young girls out there who think that they have it all made for them and they're gangsters and they're tough and they got it all going on and they're doing so many wrong things, for so many wrong reasons, and jealousy is one of the biggest problem in our society among youth and peers and those who call themselves your friend, and they were jealous of you for the way you look, the way you talk, maybe something. And I don't believe none of them was a friend to begin with. There was hatred among them towards her, and they was just going with the flow. You can have someone who's your best friend but jealous you through you're ambitious, through they see something in you that maybe you don't even see yourself. They see progress, they see a future for you, and they know their life is just going on the gutter because of the way they choose to live their life and the things they choose to do. So they see in you what you have not yet seen yourself. So therefore, they do not want your progress. They do not want you to make it in life. So they try their best to get rid of it. And it reminds me of, many stories before and lots of things that's happening with young people showing up dead and nobody knows what happened to them, who killed them, how they reach where they reach. And it's all because someone they trust and someone they know. She went to that party knowing that they're her friends, they're her bona fide, they're her ride and die, they're her dogs. But deep down, they're her enemies. They hate her. You understand? And if any one of them really had her as a friend, there's no way that I left that hotel, returning her stuff to her mother, and not knowing where she was. They would have catch a tantrum or whatever they say. They would have looked for that young girl. They would have go out of their way to find her and what happened to her. That every person who was there, name would have been called. They would have been investigated one by one to find out what happened to their friend. If it was their friend, if it was their sister, if it was their cousin, you think they would have left like that? No, they knew what happened to that little girl. They plot that. They sit down and they think about what I'm going to go say to her parents. They think about what they're going to do. They decided where to put her, everything, before they left that hotel. They knew what they done to that little girl. And I hope that the law doesn't make color or race or where they're from have anything to do with this case. I hope that they do what is right and penalize these young girls and give them what is deserving to them and let them see that what they did is wrong and set an example with this young girl for the other generation out there who's thinking about it. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. This is not the answer. This is not the way. Stop. Jealousy is going to damage our people. Jealousy, it is wrong. It is wrong what happened to this young girl. And for all those men out there who take part in what happened to this young girl, raping this young girl when they have mother and sisters, and rape this girl and kill her and get rid of her body, may God's judgment pass on you. I pray that you come and give up yourself and say exactly what happened. Those men who was there, why are they being investigated? Why is the picture not showing? Why are they not there? Why are those young girls not talking and say who was the man there? You can clearly hear men's voice, even if they don't edit, even though they don't break down the background, even though they do all their fancy stuff. You can hear there was men there. You can hear them. You can hear them clearly. Where is those men? Where is those men who was there? What are they saying? What did they see? What happened? I find it's very ridiculous that that's mother and her family have to be going through this, and up to now they cannot come to a proper conclusion. Everything is this and say. Those girls know what happened. They know what happened, and they should detain them until they say what's happened. There's a penalty for that. They're withholding information to solve in this case, and I think they should penalized them. It could have been any one child. It could have been yours. It could have been mine. It could have been your sister. It could have been your brother. It could have been your sister child, your niece. You understand? It's heartbreaking to see a young girl, so beautiful, just have to go, and the only person who knows what happened to her is God and herself. It is wrong. Just imagine what she probably went through before her death. Just believing that she froze to death, maybe, because they said she was stumbling, and it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous, and the kind of thing some people will say still, videotaping and saying all this ridiculousness. Oh my God, it is unbearable. It is unbearable. It's time for me to stop and find out what happened to this young girl. She didn't just drunk herself to death, and go lock herself in some freezer. Come on. So she put herself in a freezer, lock it back from the inside, and go and lie down and died? Like, really? Why did she just stay on the step and die? Why did she what? What are you trying to say? Why did she have to go to the freezer to die? No? Why did she go in the laundry room? Why did she go down the stairs? Why did she knock on somebody else's door? This is ridiculous. Why was the freezer left open anyway? Doesn't the freezer have to have a lock on it in a hotel? Like, there's locks. There's supposed to be locks on those freezer, and the only people who have access to the freezer is somebody who's going into that freezer to collect something, probably meat or something. Why would the freezer be open when it's a hotel? There's children in the hotel. It could have been someone child who just roaming and end up into the freezer. They should sue that hotel. They should sue it, lock it down. They should demolish it. Where's the camera? What is going on? So there's a camera with things happening in the hallway of that hotel, and there's no camera that can pick it up. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I think they should do something about this. And for all those young girls who they claim to be her besties, claim to be her best friend, post up all those ridiculous pictures. I would tell you, all young girls, be careful on the friends you choose. Be careful who you call your friend, who you tell your secrets, who you reveal yourself to. Be careful, because any day something can be plotting against you towards them in their heart, and they will use any opportunity that they have to destroy you. I've watched many Lifetime movies and see the same incident. They talk, oh, it's movies. No, it's real life. This is what's happening here today in our world. In our world, there's no strangers killing you anymore and strangers raping you. It's your family, your friends. Yes, there's strangers raping people, there's strangers killing. It can happen to anybody anyway. But I'm saying majority of those times, it's your friend. It's people you know. It's people who you let in your life, in your space. These are the people who's taking this opportunity to destroy you in any way they can and anything they can do. Oh, my heart cries out to this little girl. Your whole future, your whole life is ahead of you. But may God rest your soul in peace. And those who have dirty their hands in your blood, even if they didn't take part in killing you, but I was aware of what's happening, was aware of what they're seeing happening, hearing you screaming, crying, putting up on music so that you cannot hear and nobody would hear what you're saying. And she stood there with her big ugly face and just going about it like it was okay, like it was just watching a movie. God crush you. May your children suffer for this. May your family perish for this. You will pay. It may come upon you like a generation curse, as a plague. May it plague in your blood. May everywhere you go, you be reminded of your wickedness. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. We need to stop hurt each other. We need to stop. It is ridiculous what we're doing to each other. No more. No more. We need to stop. And I think the law need to take justice and fight this case and find out what happened. It is not white, it's not black, it's us, it's human beings. We are flesh and blood. We all have what each other have. We have heart, lungs, kidney. We're all the same. Don't let that color determine on the way you handle this case. They're black, they're gangsters, they're this. I know you have a lot to do with this. You understand? That's why they don't really care. That's not why they don't really bother and going out. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. I think we need to do something about this. And I'm sorry to her parents, and God, oh my God, I just could imagine myself getting a phone call like that, just imagine it, and knowing this is it, this could be the last, this is the last. I'm so sorry, and I wish that justice can be served, and those people and those men who did this wickedness to this young girl, I pray in God's name that justice is served, and those policemen and those people in authority and those lawyers and those will come out and dig and find. It's time we get penalized for our crimes. You know, like what about saying, oh, they don't build no schools anymore. All they build is prison, prison. Okay, I can agree with that. I can agree, you know, but there are schools, and some of us is not advantaging the opportunity gives to us. Our parents send us to school, and we're going and smoke weed, and we're going and, you know, we're doing a lot of wrong things. So they have to have prisons, you know. So what you going to do? Just build schools and no prison? So let's put it 50-50. 50 school, 50 prison, because there's a lot of criminals out there, wicked people, people who had good opportunities in their life. The criminals not only people who grew up in a ghetto, black people, there's mastermind colored white people who's doing a lot of wickedness outside here too. Let's stop the thing on color, and let's serve and to protect. We are police, we are lawyers, we're teachers, we're doctors, and we're here to serve and protect. We dedicate our life, and for that we're very grateful for it. But don't discriminate someone because their color. Handle a case different because of where you're from, which part you're from, the ghetto, the Bronx. Don't let us do that, you know. Let us serve and protect and judge everyone the same, and every crime be handled the same way. I'm so sorry for your young girl. I'm so sorry. It hurts me. It hurts me really deep. And I'm trying to understand it for myself, but the only thing I can pick up, this wasn't no mistake, and they do know what happened to that young girl, and this was planned before she entered it, because I showed that all of them was there, and she went and meet them there. I know that they didn't come and pick up. I showed all of them was there plotting what they're going to do against her, because they're wicked and they're jealous, and jealousy is going to eat them from inside out. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry for what you have to experience, because I know what it feels like. I have not experienced it by the grace of God, thank you, Jesus. But I know what it can feel like to experience something like that, and then to have those who have to help you say all this stupidness, and have friends, are so-called friends, you know. It's your friends. It's your friends who are going to destroy you, not your enemy. You're going to be stayed. If it was her enemy, she wouldn't have been there. Her enemy couldn't invite her. Her enemy couldn't get close to her. So her friends is going to do it. It's your friends. It's your friends who's going to destroy you. May God have mercy upon us.